Alrighty, you guys. So before we get started, I just wanted to let you guys know that YouTube let me in on a little secret. Only like 30% of you guys are subscribed. And honestly, for my channel, that's actually kind of good because that means that it's not just my friends watching my videos. But if you guys like this content, make sure to subscribe. And yeah. Alrighty, you guys. So this video is like you clicked on it because you wanted to see how to draw uh, chest anatomy, so chest and or stomach anatomy. So this is going to be male because I'm not good at drawing females at all. So let's just get it right into it. So the main thing is draw this line of reference here. Just draw like kind of a straight line down here. That's pretty much straight. And like this is just the bottom. We're gonna start kind of like with the gesture drawing almost. Then we're gonna work our way up to more difficult things and finally to shading. So what I'd say next is just box. Just draw this little box here. This part shouldn't be too hard. This is just like a gesture drawing. Kind of use it for reference. And then I'd say go like this from the bottom of it, kind of arc out, and then bring it down. It's a little bit better if they're like similar, not necessarily the exact same, but that's pretty much good. And then you kind of want to just take that and just draw it kind of like that. So what we have here is basically just like a reference image. Like I said, it's pretty simple. You can just draw a bunch of them. If you want, like the neck would be kind of like here, like just as a point of reference. And maybe like the collarbone. But really, that's the main idea. And of course, there'd be like a six-pack, whatever. That'll be in later. Anyway, I will draw out the next step, which is going to be like the actual like six-pack or like not six-pack, but like the actual chest that you're going to want, not including shadows. So you're gonna want to kind of bring it. It's a little bit hard to explain, but kind of like a cross up. And even this is a little bit big, I'd say, but it really just depends on what artist you're trying to copy. Not copy, but like follow along, and what art you like the most. Kind of will tell you the size. Like I know Jim Lee for sure has some really small, like his chest sizes are really small. But there are other artists who have a lot bigger chests, and stuff like a lot, especially like the older artists had a lot of really big chests. But I'm kind of in the middle, I guess. I'd say I'd probably in the middle. So honestly, with this, it's a lot easier if you have arms. I would normally draw arms in first, just because that was a really long torso. Just because like it helps because I will take it from the bottom of the bicep and just kind of do like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I'll just kind of take it from the bicep, but anyway, because we don't have arms here because this is just a torso. Yeah, whatever. So then, ooh, that looks a little weird, but it's fine. It doesn't look awful. It's just a little different. We'll say that. And then I guess so. Just kind of like that. This is gonna be like the rib cage. So when we get into shading, I can show you guys what I would do for the rib cage. And then obviously the six-pack. Those, they can be drawn really however you want. Some people like will do each individually. I just kind of do this where each pair is kind of together. Like I draw the pairs together and they're on the same line. The next thing I'd say is leave like that. This is it's like a muscle in itself, and then I believe there's one like right there and one right there. So this is really just blocking in the individual things that I like to leave unshaded. Not all the time, but a lot of the time I will leave these spots unshaded. It really just depends on how dark the lighting of the scene is. But yeah, that's a good like base, I guess. And then, whoa, I'd say actually, honestly, here this next one I'm gonna draw arms just to make it a point of reference, and to make it easier for myself and for you guys. So this one's going to be shadow as well as, yeah. So I'm just gonna do the shapes of the arms because this isn't arms. This is obviously stomach anatomy. So I'm really just blocking in the main shapes. And I'll also do this on, I think I'm just going to go down to like there. I'm just going to cut a line. And from right about here, just going to take it down. And just having that line of reference is really helpful for me. Because it just helps me visualize like like proportions. So just being able to have other things to show me exactly what the proportions would be. And I'm really not like trying super hard for these arms. You don't have to work if you guys are following along or whatever. I wouldn't work or worry too hard about this, but a little bit lower. Anyway, just trying to kind of keep it similar between the two arms, because that's important. Not that everything has to be symmetrical or anything like that, but I'm just trying to keep it like arm length. So that's something that should probably keep symmetrical. Sorry. Be a little bit low. It's fine. And again, this really depends on what you're trying to get your art to look like. I feel like Jim Lee's style will kind of go like this. They tend to go just kind of like that. I actually really like Jim Lee. That's why I keep referencing him. He's a really good comic artist. You guys, he has a YouTube channel where he posts. They're basically like live streams. I'm not sure if he actually live streams on here or if he does it on Twitch, or some other streaming service. But anyway, he does kind of something like that. I'm gonna erase this just because I do it a little bit differently. I will come in and he might even do that a little bit higher, like but anyway, so what I'll do is I'll come in and I'll take it like this, and then from here it's just kind of like I try to keep them pretty square, just because, but I know, like I said, it's all about your preferences. This is mostly like part of like a suit detail probably, but I don't really. I'm just gonna erase that. Anyway, so there's the chest, and then I've been told that you want to take it right around the bicep area. That's where you want to end the rib cage. I'm gonna have to bring this line lower, huh? So yeah, that's about right, maybe a little bit higher up for this guy. And then okay, looks a little bit weird, but that's okay. I'm basically just gonna draw, like I said earlier, I pretty much will take the pairs and draw them together and try to kind of follow the same line. And definitely the bottom line is going to be the same for mine, like the line that I use for that. And I know a lot of artists will leave this last one not all the way down to the bottom. I'm not really sure why they do that, but they do. And again, I'm not sure what it's like, almost like obliques. I'm not exactly sure what to call those. But most artists will leave that spot like unshaded, unless it's like a super dark, like I said, unless it's a super dark area. And again, I'm just gonna keep saying it. It's all about how you want to do it. You don't have to draw it exactly like I draw it. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. Find something that you like to draw, the way that you like it to look, and I don't think anyone's going to judge you. Now, this is the part where it kind of comes down to your lighting of choice. I like this light. Can you see that? Yeah, okay. I like the light coming from, actually probably a little bit higher, but like right about there. Just like the light coming from around there. It just kind of, that's just the way that I like it. That's what I've like practiced with. And this, again, I can't say it enough. There are different ways to do this. So some people, like Jim Lee, will go like this, and just shade everything around here. And I'm gonna go with that because it's just so much more simple than trying to shade the rib cage. I'm not good at making the rib cage look good. Oop, I went into the chest a little bit. It's fine. But yeah, this is what Jim Lee does. He just kind of leaves this little space here. And just kind of shades this right here. Yeah, so that is how to do torso anatomy. And it's completely different depending on your characters, depending on your style. Whatever you prefer in your art is what I would say is more important. Like, find something that you like to do, again, and draw it the way that you like it. Find an artist that you think looks good, and just do what they do. Look for them on YouTube. So like look through comics, and then if you have look for art in comics, and if you find an art style that you really like, just do that. Use their art style. Like, find things that you love about other people's art and use it. Yeah, see you guys. See you on the next video. I hope this was helpful and you guys learned something.